today we're going to be talking about how do you train your simulated participants. This is the idea that you've already gotten them, you've gone through the interview process, they've been accepted, and now they've been given a role. So how do you train them? There's three main things that you need to go through if you want to train your simulated participants correctly. So the first thing is the dress rehearsal. You want to bring everyone together who's going to be playing that role. All of the SPs who are going to be playing that role should come together at one time. Usually we do it a week before the simulations are going to start. We have content experts, we have the faculty there, we have anybody who's going to really kind of be a part of the day should be at the dress rehearsal. When we bring them in for the dress rehearsal, we really kind of go through the character, we talk about it a little bit, we kind of answer any questions they might have, maybe some nuances of the role, but really it's just kind of going over the generals of the character. The most important part of dress rehearsal though is that every SP needs to practice playing that role. Every single one of them needs to get into bed and actually do the role of the patient. We typically do kind of a round robin situation. We'll get the first person into bed, the other 3 or 4, however many SPs you have will be watching in the control room. And then I usually play the healthcare provider, or it can be your content experts or faculty coming in. You just kind of run through the simulation. So you'll go through the first 5 minutes, ask some important questions, and just see them practice the role. Once those 5 minutes are up, we stop. We kind of go over any questions or coaching notes for them, and the people in the control room are watching, so they're able to hear those coaching notes. And then we switch. They go back into the control room, we bring out the new SP, and then they practice for 5 minutes. And then we kind of just go through so that all of them get about 5 minutes of practicing. In the beginning, you might have some more coaching notes, some more things that they need to work on, but usually by the end, they're pretty solid because they've been able to hear a lot of the other coaching notes from the other SPs. So it just really helps them get into the role, get them more comfortable with playing it, and it kind of gives the opportunity for everyone to come together, learn from each other, and implement any notes that you might have for them. The next piece of this is your character description needs to be very detailed. So you can't just give them a general character and kind of just tell them, okay, you have a sore throat and you're a 45-year-old male and you've been sick for 3 days. That's not enough of a character to really train them. You need to spend some time really developing a character, developing their backstory. We're gonna have some other videos on this later on to kind of hit on the 3 most important parts of a character description, but just know that for training for their role, they really need to have a very detailed character. The last piece of training your simulated participants is the coaching. After they played the role for the first time, you're gonna go in and provide coaching notes. If they need to play the role a little bit differently, maybe amp up the emotions or answer a question a little bit differently, you're just going to help coach them on what they should be doing. Sometimes it's positive and you kind of go in and just re-solidify what they did and let them know what they've done really well. Sometimes it's you just kind of rigging it a little bit to create standardization. So you're just kind of changing just little things and letting them know what just needs to be different for the next time they do it. We found that usually 2 times is the part that they get really comfortable after they've done it twice. So you don't have to go in and do coaching every single time. Once they do those first 2 times, they're a lot more comfortable when they're going into their 3rd and 4th time. Providing that coaching notes really just helps them get comfortable in the role and gives them confidence to perform. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you're interested in learning more about being a simulated participant, we have training sessions here at University of Delaware. You're gonna learn how to give feedback, the different kinds of standardization, and you'll get certified on each of the Avkin products. If you're interested in learning more about these training opportunities, contact your solutions consultant today. We'd love to see you here.